Alright. And,
I just seen it. It's the.
oh, yeah.
Live now?
Oh, shit. Now everybody can hear me, though.
Hello, and welcome to Triple J Presents Friday Night Frights. I am RaTava79. I will be your keeper, your DM. I will be the whispers in the darkness tonight. We have a Ravenloft trio of modules pre-made from the company. We are starting tonight with House of Lament. Let's get right into this. Everyone has already got their character created. You all know where you come from. You all know where you are. You all got maps. No one knows each other. And you are making your way following the cryptic message. Following the directions in the cryptic message you received, it doesn't take long before you lead from familiar roads onto disused trails, overgrown by weeds and the roots of spindly trees. A light drizzle begins to fall as you travel. As you approach a wooden crossroads, the laden rain makes the cloaked form standing there seem all more unreal. So I'm going to get everyone on this map, and I need everyone right off the bat to give me a perception roll.
Do you want this in the tower or?
Nope. Whoever gets the highest roll out of the group gets one little extra thing. All right. Golden Moon. As you are traveling this overgrown as you're traveling through the overgrown unfamiliar trail, you happen upon a strange item. A glass vial filled with nail clippings. And it is a beautiful glass vial just lying in the trail. It's your decision whether you pick it up or not. The item is on the sheet, and that should be on the sheet. You could just drag it over to your inventory, or you can choose to leave it behind. That's completely up to you.
Well, you did say that it was a very nice looking vial. I will bend my large scaled self down, pick up the vial, and look at it.
It's got like 7 or 8 nail clippings in it. It looks like humanoid dirty nails.
So I hold it up, shake it a couple of times. Put that pouch in my pouch. Put that in my pouch. Very interesting. Wonder if it was a trophy of some sort or some follower of Savantus's magical needs. Interesting. Now we'll continue moving forward.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm just having a little bit of problems with my map for some reason. I think it's this. Everyone get that map?
Yep.
Now, it should be pretty dark if you so as you're traveling along the trail and the rain starts, you notice that like it got dark early. The rain started to drizzle, the sky covered over. So if you have like lighting effects of some kind going on, let me know if you're lighting a torch or a candle or a lantern.
I'll be lighting a torch.
I'll say,
I have
is it
dark
dry
vision, I
enough
don't
to
need
light a
torch.
Yeah, a torch will burn. It's just a drizzle, so the heat from the torch will keep it going.
Where do I see if I have dark vision? Do I have dark vision?
It should already be coded if you have dark vision. You should already be able to see.
Okay. I guess not. Yeah, I'll be lighting a torch.
All right.
I as well.
What is the radius of the torch for light, if you don't mind me asking?
I think
Is
it's
it
20.
30? 20?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot more than 5 for 10.
Yeah, but if Clayton goes through and clicks on the stuff for it, it'll automatically adjust your light.
Oh, I do have a torch. Okay, yeah.
All right. So Art is lighting a torch.
Yeah.
Davine is lighting a torch. Anyone else?
Yep.
Gold Moon is.
Everett is as well.
All right. You should all have the proper lighting effects now for what you see. At this point, I would like everyone to roll initiative just to make this encounter move more smoothly.
Absolutely. Where is...
All right,
Oh.
first up is Art. Why is it not showing? Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, no, I still got 5. Oh, there I am.
Yeah, double click your token, it'll take you there.
There
I
we
just
go.
have to drop this in because it's not showing up. I thought I had it preset.
Josh, which character is yours?
Question, what is the little orb dealy thing that's not too far from me? Is that like a GMI?
1 second. The what thingy?
The little orb thing. I don't know, just southeast of me.
This?
Yeah.
All right, that's the Fantasy Ground logo, and you shouldn't actually be able to see that right now. Yeah.
If you click on your token specifically, it'll adjust the lighting effects, because that's what I did. I
Correct.
clicked on mine,
Yeah.
and it grayed everybody out, and what I could see, so on and so forth.
I mean, I still know where people are, but yes.
All right, well, you're not supposed to be able to see each other. I'm not quite sure why it is, but you do see what looks like the ruins of a stone hand with a faint glow. Standing in what would be the palm of that hand is a cloaked figure. How do you react to this situation? First up, Art.
Well, I would look at the sculpture of the hand. Does the figure appear threatening
Just a
or
cloaked
just
figure?
mysterious?
A mysterious cloaked figure. When you're peering out at him with the light of your torch, it appears like there's a bundle, maybe like a knapsack on the ground at his feet, but he's just kind of standing there. Are you going to move closer to investigate? Because you're still quite some ways away.
Yeah, I'll take a 30-foot move.
So even though
Or
you can't see the grid is still there, and it will still move your character and everything appropriately for a grid. So everyone knows. I just thought it made the map look a little cleaner. All right, so you make your 30-step closer. Ash, you're next on the list.
Oh, I'm staying right where I am.
All right. Well, you can just barely make out a
Action.
figure coming down a different trail.
Fair enough.
And
I
then-
will hold my action.
You will hold your action. What is the action you plan on making, and what is the thing that's going to trip it?
Anything scary, running like hell.
Gotcha. Okay. Moving on, Davine.
So, can I put favored foe on the figure just to be on the safe side? Or do I have to wait until I'm actually in combat?
You put favored foe on someone after you have damaged them.
Ah, okay. So at this point, I am going to try to stealth myself.
All
Is
right.
there
Roll
tree-
that
are-
tower, please.
Are there trees and stuff around me that I can like hide behind?
Yeah, you can kind of move slowly along the edge of the trail and the tree line, but it's still too thick for you to actually pass over to one of the other trails.
All right, and do you want me to roll that in the tower?
Yes, ma'am.
And I will be taking my movement. Hang on, I got to see what my movement is. All right, it doesn't tell me how far I'm moving, so how do I know how far I can move?
It should. Give me 1 second. If you click on your race and click speed, it'll tell you your base walking speed is 30 feet.
I know, I know that. What I'm saying is when I go to move, it's because there's no grids, it's not telling me what my movement is. So how do I know how far I'm
Pam?
going? Yeah.
What I've been doing is I'll target the monster, so this way I get a point of reference of how far away I am,
Got it.
and then that gives me how far distance I'm moving. So
Got
like
it.
I know, yeah, it's just a little cheat I use.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Locked, it should have told you, because it'll tell you the distance you're moving from the locked point.
All right. Well,
Mine
it's
was really difficult to see until I it had to get to 10, and then it showed up. But
Gotcha.
it was really black letters. I could barely see it.
All right.
So I didn't take my full movement speed because again, like he said, I couldn't see it. So I just moved up.
Okay. If that's where you want to move, that's fine.
Okay.
Everick.
He kind of walks a little closer to see if he can make out anything about what's going on, and look a little further around, and it looks like I see a couple other people. So I'm going to stay a little cautious and hang out behind the bushes a bit.
Hide in the bushes a little bit. If you want to roll a stealth roll in the tower, please do. Yep. All right, Sota.
I am assuming that I can see, according to the map, the light coming from up ahead.
Yep.
Perhaps see the cloaked figure standing there.
Yep.
Not that it really matters. Can I tell which way he's looking or it's looking?
At this, it appears as if he's facing straight south.
But all right, I'm going to move up here to this fallen log there. Take cover and hide.
All right, roll your stealth in the thing. All right, Gold Moon.
A grid just popped up. Was that your decision?
Yeah,
Okay.
I put the grid back on because it seemed like people were having problems with it. So I didn't want it to be problematic.
No problem. No problem. I was just wondering, making sure that something didn't mess up on my end. Like,
Nope.
okay. All right. Well, Gold Moon, after picking up that vial and looking at it, kind of scratches his scaly chin there while holding his torch and sees this strange thing in front of him. Now, like you said, he's from the trail he was on. He kind of knew, but curiosity is kind of getting him over. Plus the thought that maybe some Knights of Takesis are around somewhere. So he moves forward to here. What color cloak is the figure wearing it that's standing there in the center?
Black. All right, you've actually moved up the trail and into the opening where you're standing. And as you cross that last 5-foot threshold, Art kind of stopped at the threshold. You got just over it. You didn't see it, but everyone hears the sound of breaking glass. And Gold Moon, you look under your feet and it appears to be littered with stained glass shards all on the ground. And as you look, you can see these shards are kind of in a circle around the clearing.
And it obviously didn't hurt me or anything, but I know that if I continue to wish to move forward, I'm going to have to do something about that glass. I'm fine with that. So
hold on. It doesn't hurt you at all. It's merely the sound of breaking glass as you stepped on it kind of echoed through the clearing. So everyone heard the sound of someone walking on broken glass. And when you take that step, the cloaked figure turns and looks. His body literally pivots as if it was floating, and its face staring directly at you, but you can't make out any of the features, as if under its cloak, mystical darkness obfuscates what is there.
All right. So then with this going on, I kind of look. Am I sensing any animosity, anger, or anything towards me.
If you want to roll an insight,
Yeah, I got you.
and in the future, roll that in the tower.
Oh, okay.
There is not enough information at this time for you to fully process whether or not there's any animosity or hostility.
All right, so then I look at the cloaked figure and Mage of the Black Moon, servant of Nutare. Why are you here and why have you brought me? And what is that? As I turn to look at this strange monstrosity, which would be to my character's left, this hulking contraption of metal moving parts, I stop dead in my look, and then I quickly turn back and look to the what I'm going to assume is a cleric of Takesis, and be like, "What foul sorcery is this?" As I drop my torch and ready my hammer.
All right. So everyone knows, even though we're going in initiative order, in reality, this is all happening at the same time. So y'all kind of are walking up at the same time. I'm just getting everyone's reactions going. But the torch is on the ground and the weapons are drawn. Kush.
All right, so I'm kind of gonna look around, and I'm not lighting a torch because I don't want anybody to see me or me to see anybody else, 'cause I'm kind of freaking out right now. I have no idea where I'm at. I'm gonna walk towards the light but be very quiet at the same time, and probably like half speed.
Gotcha. All right. All right. Everyone has approached the scene at roughly the same moment. All right. You are the closest. So when everyone approaches and they all stop and they hear the broken glass and the cloak figure turn, it's staring at you. You draw your weapons. At this moment, I'm going to go like that. And this, give me where to go. It is clear to everyone that is within like 15 feet of this figure, so Gold Moon, Art, and I'll even give it to Everick. It is clear that the object lying on its feet, is a large bundle of cloth, like blankets wrapped up, and it's pretty clear to Art and Gold Moon the sound of a baby crying. And the winds pick up and seem to echo the crying baby noise. Top of the initiative, Art, how do you react?
Well, I mean, as far as a crying infant, Art doesn't quite realize how to quite understand or handle as a normal person would. Kind of more entranced with the mysterious figure. You said it's kind of protruding dark matter kind of out from underneath of its...
Not outward, all of the darkness is within the cloak that it's wearing.
Okay. Do I see Gold Moon here?
Yep.
Or okay.
If you can see a character when you click on your token, you can see that character.
Oh.
I can see everyone's tokens, even though they're in black areas.
Me too.
All right. If you're in that clearing, you can see each other.
It should go away if you click your token on the map, though. It doesn't. It on and off. No?
No.
No, it's not for me either. I'm just figuring the people in the dark areas I can't see.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
And I will figure out the Fantasy Grounds mechanics behind why it's not functioning just the right way.
It's interesting for me. It toggles it back and forth as I click.
Yeah, it was doing the same for me too.
All right, so Art, you took a step forward. You are within 5 feet of the cloaked figure. It turns at you, and as it does, the cloak billows open. And the figure's head snaps up, glaring with piercing yellow eyes. What you took for a cloak spreads around it, revealing itself to be a pair of mighty black wings. With one powerful motion and a blast of chill air, the wings sweep and the vague figure is gone. But before it leaves...
Does it blow my torch out?
No.
Oh.
Before it leaves,
Good.
it is going to take a quick peck at you.
Can I take a quick peck at it?
It was a surprise, and it moved so fast that you're not going to be able to attack back unless you pull out a long-range weapon.
I'm not chucking a hammer at it, and I don't feel like chucking a torch into the forest. I hear wood is flammable. Can't hear ya.
All right. So that is a hit. For some reason, the Sirens plugin is not working. It's telling me it needs the sci-fi link. I don't quite understand that. Maybe you can help me fix that at another time, Josh. All right.
Yeah, it's just
You
the sound
take
you're
1
using.
piercing damage and roll me a Constitution saving throw. DC is 10.
Con throw, save.
Right. Oh shit, sorry.
You succeeded. All right, and with that, the cloaked figure vanishes up into the sky. The sound of the baby crying can still be heard. And the rain gets even stronger. I'm going to unlock movement now. Or no, I'm going to keep, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep it going in initiative order for a little bit more. Art, how do you respond to what just happened?
I'm a little, little blown back, and how did it seem to swing at me?
As it took off in a flight, it was a large were-raven. So it had the face of a raven.
Was it like a claw or a...
As it took off the ground to fly over your head, it did a quick peck at you with its beak.
Oh, a peck. I thought you were quite just like exaggerating or...
No.
Okay.
Literally peck. It pecked at you with its beak and flew out of range. It just a quick surprise, 1 point of damage.
I think it would pecker on a dinner bell. Kind of. Completely out of range. Cannot see it.
With the way the weather shifted and the lightning, you could not follow it with your eyes.
I'm going to
I just took money from you though.
step over. Not going to get in the circle. I'm more going to investigate the circle, and then I'm going.
All right, so you're moving in to investigate the circle. We're going to go to the next person because an investigation can take a minute or longer to do. Ash?
Oh.
Is that it? You just moving forward? I believe you're muted.
My apologies.
You're good.
Take a few steps forward, slowly and hesitantly, and just get a little bit better view, but definitely still hanging back.
All right, Devine.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna move forward. All right, that's my.
And again, the sound of broken glass can be heard. So any stealth that you might have had, you've just revealed yourself to the others.
Oh, is that where the glass was?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was where the glass was. Okay.
No, it's okay because the glass isn't obvious. So it's not something you're going to be able to avoid.
Okay.
Everick.
So when Gold Moon moved in and kind of queried that aberration about the evil and stuff, would I have heard him or not?
Yes.
From where I was? So I kind of have a feeling he himself is not on the evil side, but this other thing that's approaching the hand concerns me. So I think what I'm going to do is keep the hand between me and him. Move in. I'll look over to this. Are you a Dragonborn?
Yep, we're going to do full introductions and descriptions here and after this round.
So I'll look over to my left and feel like I feel pretty good with him, but I drop my torch and get my hand on my hammer and shout across the hand, stay your weapon if you're here for good. What was that thing? What do you know about it? So I'm querying art more so than anything else.
Got it. And Devine, you get a really good look at that. Soda, you're up.
Okay, so any of the noises, like them speaking or the child's crying, I can't hear, right?
Yes.
Or I can't.
You can hear them. You can hear everything that's going on. They're not very far away. So far, you've heard 1, 2, 3, 4 people move through broken glass. From where you're at, you can see 2 of them.
Okay, he's going to remain hidden. His ears on a swivel for each little noise that goes off in the forest. Just waiting to hear what plays out with the conversation.
All right, so you're not moving forward at all. You're just hanging back.
Nope. Yep, I don't know these people.
All right, Gold Moon.
Looking over and seeing this gnomish-made contraption, as far as he is concerned, the Tinkers of Kern are known to dabble in such atrocities, but there's still a crying baby there wrapped up in the center. I do not know what this contraption is doing or this other cloaked figure that walked up, but he is talking of peace. So I'm going to step forward and why won't it let me take my token? Weird. There it goes. And I'm going to try to see if that baby's all right. I'm going to keep my head on a swivel looking around, but I'm going to make sure if that is an actual baby, because I've known that children have been used in dark magics before, and the last thing I want to see is a child being used in such horrific ways.
All right, so you reach down and you start to unfurl the blanket to check on the baby. And there's obviously something moving in the blanket, and as it uncovers, there's the loud shriek of a raven's caw. It startles you, and it pecks at your hand before flying away, revealing some items in the bundle. Give me a second to do the quick peck of the hand. And it misses you. It just kind of glances off of your gloves and flies off into nowhere. Give me a second. I am going to drop the parcel directly on your character sheet, Goldmoon. In the parcel, you find 4 large black feathers, the blanket, 12 silver pieces, and a planchet. Now, if you look at the planchet in your inventory, there is an image connected to it, so you can see the planchet better. Kush.
Alright, so let's see. I'm pretty sure I can probably hear what's going on up there. It was being quiet. I heard the caw a couple times. Knowing that normally when there's ravens around, it's never a good thing, I'm gonna run up. And then kind of like actually stop in my tracks just 5 foot back.
All right. At this point, I am going to unlock movement. And I would like everyone to go around and describe what your character looks like, except for Ash, Devine, and Sota, who are not easily visible. So let's start. Art, describe your character to the others who see you. You're muted.
Good thing, because I'm finding my notes. Art is if anybody has any foreknowledge of Warforged, you know they're most of the time human-sized. Well, Art stands at about 5'3", and he kind of stands more at a dwarven stature than, that of a human. The gray-silver metal coating that is coating his outer body, and if you see between his cracks, you can see like a composite metal underbody. I think that is about, Art is favoring a hammer, kind of just a standard blacksmith hammer in his hand, along with the torch, and I'm gonna pass on the
All right, let's go to Goldmoon. What do you look like?
Goldman looks around. As you guys see, he is a very tall, broad-shouldered, gold metallic looking, as some of you would say, a dragonborn. As he stands there and he looks around, grabbing up the parcel that was left by that raven and kind of looking at his finger where it snipped him at, you notice that he has ice blue eyes. He is wearing chain shirt. He has a shield, and you notice the small armaments about himself. His tabard is of a white color with a golden circle around it, and then a silver triangle in the middle. He is got a gruff voice, and from what you guys can see, his hands, his face, and his forearms seem to be scarred from many battles.
All right. The newcomer of the in the circle, Kush. What do you look like to everyone that sees you?
All right, so out of the woods, you guys can hear me walk through the woods. Like, I am very loud. I've got loud armor. Yeah, heavy armor. Let me double make sure what's the kind. I want to say it was plate, but I could be completely wrong.
I think it's scale.
I got chain. Ooh. I'll have to get something else later on. But yeah, no, I'm still loud, clanking over everything, kind of looking around. You'll see me like when I walk up, I kind of lead with my nose, you know, kind of like I'm smelling the air. I'm extra hairy, like even though what you see here just add more hair to the face. On my chest is a big paw print.
All right, and Everick.
Everett's kind of a stout-natured, short guy, 4'8" you know, just a little under 5 foot. He's wearing a robe type garment over. You're not sure what, but he looks armored, but he's got this robe type thing over top of him, and this big long kind of dirty blonde brownish beard, very intense blue eyes that look like intense, but also like they've seen too much, like this distant stare. He gives off this aura of just kind of a happy, fairly happy person. You know, he's got, you know, crow's feet at the corners of his eyes and things. You know, looks like he doesn't mind telling a joke or two. And then he's got this necklace that's hanging down that's several silver rings just kind of wrapped around each other. And his hammer, of course, has a lot of very intricate carvings around the head of his hammer.
All right, and at this point, I am going to unlock tokens, and you guys can start role-playing. If anyone does something hostile, call for initiative.
Art is going to look up and kind of see the raven peck at the dragonborn's hand here, and not a friend of these airborne folk either, are you? And kind of go back down. And does it seem like this area is kind of have a magical inscription or anything? Does it seem like a magical circle or just a hand? Investigation. I continue investigating.
When the were-ravens flew away, the magical glow to the circle underneath them vanished. There's still kind of like markings in the ground where it looked like something was hastily sketched, a large circle and some symbols.
Do you know what kind of sorcery this is?
I look
Actually, look up at all of them.
To believe that the gnomes of Tal Shadar could do so well in creating such a thing. I am sure, though, you are about to explode at any moment, for the Tinker Gnomes are not very good at their craft. No. But you, friend with the beard and the crow's feet eyes, that chain you wear around your neck, is that a symbol for something? I don't quite recognize it.
Yes, indeed. It's the symbol of my lady. spared nor true silver. She will protect us all, but have you not heard of her? And where are you all from? This path, and I kind of look back towards the path where I came from.
And as you do, you notice that a mist has started to roll in behind where you were walking. You can still make out where you were when you first saw the cloaked figure in the center, but more than 5 feet past that, it seems like the storms have brought a fog.
So I kind of point towards that mist, and I look back at the others, and I'm like, I hail from the town of High Top, just down the way. And I reach in my pocket and pull that cloth out that I found at this monument that's got a map on it. And I said, it was just a short path. I don't feel like I've been far. How do you not know of my town?
The town of High Top is unknown to me. I hail from Dragonstone, just but a few hours trek from here, on the continent in the world of Ansalon. Known for the famed dragon lances. Where the lady that you speak of is foreign to me. As now that this mechanical man standing there has not exploded is also very strange and foreign to me. Yet, friend there with the abundance of hair, what was your name again?
My friends call me Kay. You guys
Kay.
can call me Kush.
Kay or Kush. Now, these two that are walking up behind you that I see, are they associates of yours? I'm talking about the snake and the panther.
As soon as you say the two people walking behind you, he jerks his head around and he doesn't see anybody. Hold on, let me see.
The panther, no one sees the panther yet, but the token of the snake, you do see a cloaked person there.
Okay, yeah, I'm kind of gonna freak out and step over to the left a little bit and be like, it's not very nice of you to sneak up on people like that. Like, you could probably die.
I undo I take the cloak from my hair, and what you see is a humanoid with patchy scales on parts of her body. She stands about 5'6". Hair is made of snakes, which are in constant motion, and they are many different colors, shapes, and sizes. There's definitely an air of strangeness about her, something foreign that grabs the attention. Her clothes are worn as if she's been traveling for a long time, but well cared for. Her armor is leather, and she carries many weapons, and a horn hangs from her belt. She seems aloof and kind of eyeballs you. It's not very prudent to make threats at those you have no idea of whom you're speaking. Sneaking up on you? No, I've been here the whole time.
Art stands up, looks at Gold Moon, takes his hammer, pounds it at chest. Explode? What do you mean? I'm fine craft of dwarven and gnomish ingenuity.
Boom.
Dwarf and gnomes collaborating and creating? Must not be none I have ever heard of. 'Tis strange. But this friend now that appeared, the one with the snakes for their hair, I have not heard of your kind in my home, and I have traveled the width and breadth of Ansalon in my days as a mercenary. Where you hail from? For it seems that our paths have all led us from where we are from to here.
Well, where I am from does not matter. It's where I am that matters. And now I seem to have found myself here.
This one is very wise.
She speaks the truth. She will become our leader.
We are all our own leaders. We shouldn't choose so quickly.
All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
You are now the new leader.
What race were you? Davine?
What race am I?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what was your kind of description? What am I looking at?
The closest thing.
It's a
All right.
humanoid with snakes for hair.
More or less Gorgon.
Yeah.
Medusa-esque. Okay,
Yes,
I thought
Medusa.
so.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I was picturing this kind of right. Okay.
Yeah. So a humanoid
From a unique place, so no one has ever encountered this particular variant, this particular conglomerate. Because like gorgons and stuff, they may have snakes for hair, but they may have scaly skin and snake bodies. But she is obviously of flesh, and she is obviously bipedal.
There are patches of lizard. There's scaly patches on her skin, but for the most part, she just looks humanoid with snakes for hair.
Sure.
And the snakes are very colorful, and they're always moving.
Ooh, fun.
So Ash is kind of moving around.
More color than Art has ever seen.
And you hear a loud sound of glass breaking underfoot. Go ahead, Dan, or Ash.
Oh, Ash finally hit the glass circle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Ash finally steps onto the glass. They've been kind of hanging back and trying to get a better view of everything. She doesn't seem, or they don't seem to be particularly afraid of Art. They've gotten a little bit closer to Art. Definitely keeping distance from Snake Hair Lady, though.
I had time to have a fear of snakes.
Ash looks like?
Ash is a fairly short elven person. Well, average, I guess, elven height, 5'5". Very lean. Long golden hair pulled back into a ponytail. Liquidy silver eyes. And skin that's almost golden as well. They are wearing basically a cloak with robe with a pretty noisy belt, like bunch of pouches and stuff on the belt. Not noisy, literally noisy, but just a lot of stuff going on in the belt region.
Where are you?
You got a lot of shinies.
That too.
Honey.
It
also looks like a frightened doe.
You all seem quite unfamiliar to me. How long did each of you travel? I was home just a few hours ago.
A few months, maybe.
As same as I left this morning to head to a local temple for prayers and for some donations. When along the way, I found this strange map. That curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to go forth and see what it is. And it has led me here. And I pull the map from my bag and look it over. What of you? Has anyone else received?
This is my first time out of the city.
Flip it out. Does this area look like the area that on the map where it was leading me to?
No, the map would lead you another probably 2 hours down a trail and to a familiar looking meadow from your hometown or a familiar looking cliffside from your homeland.
Is this location on the map?
No, this crossroads is not on any of the maps that any of you have.
So there should be a field just over there.
Ash
Yep.
stoops and picks up some of the glass shards.
It doesn't look like there's a.
All right, I'm going to add it to your inventory for you.
Cool.
I'm actually now going to investigate the hand. I want to see if it was man-made. I know stone can come alive to some degree, so maybe it's not man-made.
I should be able to see the city from here.
I was gonna look at the hand as well.
Ash, as you turn to look back at down your trail to, you should be able to see the city from here. The wall of mist is getting even closer as it's encroaching this circle. Sota, the mist is almost on you. It's like 5 feet away. And I'm going to drop this because it seems like everyone kind of has the same thought at the same time. You are left alone, surrounded by strangers, or maybe enemies. It's hard to tell in such a short time. What you do know is that the sun has set much sooner than you are accustomed. The sky also a haze of rain with few points of light gleaming through. And the trails behind you are quickly covered in a veil of mist.
From all directions.
From all directions, as if the mist is enclosing on you.
Can I make that investigation check, or?
Oh no, help me, the sky's falling.
So as you like examine the stone, it seems like it's connected to something. There is a statue buried here, but it is just carved stone.
Actually, hand carved.
Yeah, and it's not even like the greatest craftsmanship. It's mediocre.
Adventures.
Yeah, like somebody did a mediocre giant statue and it got buried. I thought I had it where like movement was unlocked. I don't know why it's not unlocking it. All right.
If I could spit on it, I would spit on it.
As you guys are moving around, you hear yet another set of feet stepping on the broken glass. Soda, please describe yourself to the group as they turn to look at what just entered the circle.
With my great axe out.
Standing roughly 6 foot tall is looks like a cat, large cat, humanoid cat. He is wearing a styling jacket or coat rather, with a hood pulled up, some shin wraps, with a staff. He's currently looking at, when y'all were talking about the scrolls of the map y'all had found, he was looking at that, following along, confirming what y'all were saying, and glanced over his shoulder, saw the mist, and stepped forward, and he's looking up, looking at y'all, and just looks at y'all, kind of sheepishly goes, all right.
'Tis definitely a day of strange events. A person with snakes for hair, and now a large cat. I guess I should not be surprised, as far I am a dragon walking around, and yet a man made of metal. These things are not well found in Anselon. 'Tis a strange day. May Paladine watch over each of us.
Yoda just kind of,
As I said, say that again, brother.
No, Shota just kind of smirked about you being a dragonborn, a strange day, and just kind of smirked and shrugged his shoulders.
Yes.
Ash, the mist is at the point where it's almost touching you. It feels cold, wet, and tingly on your on as it brushes your arm.
Oh, it's definitely pushing me into this circle.
Come join
Oh,
us.
it's
Why you running away,
definitely
little elf
pushing
guy?
me into this circle. Oh.
How long does that spell take to cast? I mean, I don't know. How fast is it going to be within us within a minute, or?
It takes like 60 seconds to do an investigation. If that's what you're talking about.
Oh, the mist is tingly. They say.
Yeah, let's just
Why is it tingly?
Let's just do an investigation.
What
investigation or Arcana, maybe?
What I'm sorry, what are you trying to investigate or Arcana?
The mist, just as far as deadly, don't go into it. Can I tell what it does?
Roll me a history.
Wow, that's strange.
Do the ground
I actually have that.
Okay. And what was that, Everett?
I was just like, do you get any sense that this is a place of worship or anything?
No, like it's completely foreign. As you're looking at like the trees and the vegetation, you realize that some of these plants should not like be growing next to each other. There's cactuses and pine trees that are growing amongst each other. There's spring flowers in full bloom next to winter roses. It seems like even the vegetation doesn't make sense. Art, you think about it, thinking about this mist, trying to recall whether it comes from some magical place or a religious background, but then you kind of get a small tingling in the back of your brain, and you do remember hearing rumors across Eberron that there are times a mist will roll in and people will go missing. And with that, there is another loud bang of thunder. The rain starts pouring so hard, it extinguishes everyone's torches. And the mist envelops you all. So you are all standing, and you can only see like 5 foot around you because of the mist. You can go ahead and close the map now because this has to be like more mind's eye theater.
Oh, not liking this.
Hearing Ash's voice, it's easy to make out that they are no longer standing where they were standing in the circle together. They're close to you all, but the sound seems to echo and bounce differently now that the mist has enveloped you. Okay.
And can we see like any of the forest around us and enough to seek shelter out of the rain or anything, or is this just we're getting closed in with mist completely?
Trying to peer around you, you can barely make out figures. If you reach your arm out, you are all within an arm's reach of each other. Hold on one quick second. As you like take a couple steps and reach out to see if you can like see or feel the trees. Even the ground that you were walking on that was once a well-made trail, a well-made clearing, is covered in grass like you're standing in a field. The stone hand that was once there, now veiled in mist, it's as if it was never there. Ash, can you PM me? You do that by right-clicking on the tower and whispering what that spell effect is that you're trying to accomplish. And go ahead, Art.
I pushed the wrong button.
Yeah.
I would like to take my hammer and just make a quick light on it. A bright light, 5 foot, and 5 foot dim light out. Does it help visibility or anything?
So you ever drive through the fog and put on your high beams?
To an extent.
You used to be able to see, you can't see now. All you can see is the glow of your hammer, but everyone else can see the illumination, and it's obscuring their vision even as well.
No, I don't think that's working. Slap it out.
Something seems to be taking us somewhere. We were not once where we was. Who is all still with us? Who is there? Who is there? As I'm calling into the mist. Who is there?
I'm not here.
A flash of lightning illuminates a wagon traveling away from you in the distance. When the darkness returns, the lantern of the wagon is still barely visible. If you act fast, you may be able to follow it through the mists. So when he puts his hammer out, there's another flash of lightning for a second that makes everything bright. And when it gets dark, you're able to differentiate that, oh, there's something. You can hear the wagon wheels. You can hear the sounds of flute and horse hooves. You know that there is some sort of group out there in the mists. And it looks as if the light is traveling away from you.
First signs that we have, let's go find that. Everybody with me? Anybody against it? This is what I should ask.
No.
So Shoulder's already taken off after the wagon.
Buddy system. Everybody. I accidentally grab onto the cat's tail.
Ah! Turn that loose.
Oh, sorry.
I just begin to walk.
Yeah, I start moving towards the light.
All right, so everyone is moving towards the light and the wagons. The faintest sound of horse hooves and violin music lie in the distance. Try as you might, the light seems to get further and further away. The sounds fade away to too faint under your own labored breath. The light flickers for a moment, then gone. Will this be your fate, forever trapped in the formless abyss? Everyone, please roll me a fear check, as this thought of being trapped, that is either intelligence or wisdom, whichever is lower.
Whichever is lower.
DC of 15.
I would like to volunteer to fail, even though I critted.
Wisdom check, or is it a check or a save?
Save. It's a save. Okay, excuse me.
What if we're proficient with one? No, so that doesn't matter. So.
Nope, it's whichever is the darkest, or is the lowest. Excuse me.
What do I do? Oh, thanks. Thank you.
All right, so I'm looking at Art. I'm looking at Davine.
Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, do your thing. Even if I roll 4, that's 13.
And then you want to volunteer to lose it, even though you succeeded, Ash?
Yes.
Okay, Ash seems to just give into the fear instead of stabilizing themselves. You all get this horrible sensation in this mist, this feeling of being lost and trapped forever.
No.
Quite frankly, it stresses you out. You should all now have your first level of stress on you. Well, those who failed.
Where do we mark that?
No, yeah, he's got it.
So it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
stays on. Okay.
Yep.
And
Well,
realistically, that is not too bad of, it's just a standard, negative fact.
Yep.
It's not super powerful, or it could be in the right circumstances, but
If your stress builds up more and more, it makes it easier for you to obtain new fears. And
it's kind of like exhaustion in a
little
sense,
bit.
except, there's no freaking disadvantage associated with it.
So time seems to stop. You see, it in the panicked moment for those of you that failed, it could have been an hour. It could have been a day. It's like time freezes in this moment of absolute unconditional dread for being led astray and trapped in this void with these strangers. When another flicker and the faintest sound of an opening door could be heard. Have the wagon stopped? In a fevered pitch, you all rush towards the light. You are finally gaining ground on it. Give me a second to pull up the next map.
No. Come back. Stop.
Everett's just very quiet and shaking a little, and you can't tell if it's from the rain and the weather or whatnot, but he just seems a little sunken.
Run to house.
Quick question for all the DMs in the room. Can Warforged rust, or is there armor or stuff generally, unless otherwise, they could potentially rust in the rain?
It's more of like a magical deal. Obviously, self-care, things like that. You'll take care of yourself. But like rust spells and other things like that do affect you more than
Sure.
gear, because it's you. As far as like, worried about getting rusty in the rain and stuff like that, your character does self-care. So because you don't gain, I can't remember if you regain hit points naturally. I don't think you do.
Mm-mm.
So throughout the night, you would have to cast Repair Self or Repair Item, which is on your Artificer list, to fix yourself, and that would remove any rust, stink, so on and so forth from you.
I actually believe 5e, the mending or the healing spells and everything do apply to me as well, along with the long rest. Mine's just a 6-hour recharge.
Yeah, I'm not too privy with 5e rules on that. I'm just remembering from, other editions.
Good.
I don't know what they all changed in it. And to me, that would be a gatekeeper's call, honestly.
Also saying with that, I do have the mending cantrip. If I just cast mending on myself here and there, I should be able to take the rust and tidy myself up.
Yeah, you wouldn't like rust immediately, and it would take a whole hell of a lot to get you to rust through natural means.
God forbid I fall into the ocean.
Gradually, the heat and rust give way, revealing a bald hilltop. There stands a grim black tower, the last defiant turret of a long crumbled fortress. Attached to this tower is a 3-story manor house, weather-beaten and veined with ivy. A porch grids the house, its sagging roof sheltering a stout front door that stands open and emits a flickering light. And here is the image.
Do you see the face?
You don't. That's what it.
Holy shit!
We know the face isn't really there.
Yeah. Yeah, Soda. I don't see.
We're not that
I thought you
yet.
rolled 2, but now I don't see it. So go ahead and give me that fear roll because I might have missed you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I did miss one.
Ooh,
All right.
that.
You did not stress out. So that is the house. Here is the map.
Oh boy.
Well, I will get rid of the house as soon as the map loads.
And you, as you approach the porch, when you get about where your characters are, that's when you see somebody head into the house carrying some items.
What about the wagon? We don't see the wagon anywhere?
Nope.
That went somewhere else.
Okay.
All right, Ash, you're taking off running.
Yep.
How high is the step up? Just the standard step up?
You can see there's some stairs there, but you can make it there. I'm just going to let everyone move.
I guess dwarf height, maybe not 5'3", maybe more like 4'8". What's standard height of the dwarf?
All right. Let me get everyone's movement here because for some reason I can't get it to unlock token movement.
I mean, if everybody's rushing up, Art's
It
gonna rush
seems
up
less
as well.
than a good idea, but there's safety in numbers, so I'm on your heels.
That's kind of how I'm feeling.
All right. The porch is creaky, covered with dead vines, and infested with earwigs, but otherwise unremarkable. You can see the double doors from where you are standing, and as you're walking across the boards, they definitely feel loose and worn. The sound of the creaking boards alert the man who walked inside, and you hear the thud of what he was carrying, and he quickly steps out.
He dropped it inside?
Yep. A tall, thin, well, maybe half elven man comes out of the house. I have an image for you. Nope.
I'll just say Everett would stick around, but if I saw all the earwigs, I'd be out of there. Those things just creep me out, man.
I ain't got no ears.
So he comes stepping out, pistol drawn. He sees you and kind of smiles. I knew it would be a devil of a day, what with the mists rolled in. The name's Elnick Ray. Seems you've been caught off guard by this weather. The tall elf chuckles a bit. It would be it'd do well enough to head inside then. You can warm by the fire in the parlor. Perhaps Master Rudolph has some work for you.
Art's gonna kind of stand up after seeing the pistol and I want to look. That's nice piece of equipment and just kind of just hovering over it, just kind of staring at it, kind of. Can I look at that? Hey.
No, sir, you may not. It is
It's an amazing piece of gear. Look, it's beautiful craftsmanship, I think. If you just let me see. Okay, let's go inside.
It's been in the family a long time, sir. You don't ask a stranger for their weapon.
I just wanted to look at it, but yes, let's go.
Where is this?
Where is what? You are in Borka, sir. Ma'am, sir?
Either, both. Depends on my mood.
Orca.
How did I don't know this place. What do you know of the mist? You spoke of the mist.
All right, hold on. Was I able to actually unlock tokens finally?
Let's try. Looks like it, maybe.
Like it.
Awesome. For those of you that rolled something for the term Borka, you've never heard it before.
I was already almost inside. Unless it was talking about his gun, then I would have heard it.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, you would have heard it.
History?
Yeah, go ahead.
As I'm walking in, I say this Master Rudolph, good Master Ray, and you say we are in the land of Borka? This is new to me. I'm not wary of it. Maybe your Master Rudolph will have some more information for us. But I thank you for allowing us to come into your home and warm ourselves by the fire. But you seem not to be distraught that six strangers appear at your door, each of us seemingly not knowing anything about the land. I find you quite interesting, sir.
He chuckles a little bit. I'm used to dealing with strangers that find themselves lost in this direction. But make no mistake, sir, this house is not mine. We were simply sent here to do a little work.
Pardon, you said we were sent here? Are you not from here either?
Oh, no, I was not born in Borka. I find Barovia my home. But I was sent here to work alongside Master Rudolph. You will find my partner, Arthur, inside as well.
You said there was a fire?
In the parlor, yes. Through the foyer, first door straight.
Are there any books on the lands in the parlor by any chance?
So when you walk into... All right, hold on. I'm going to stop people at the foyer. As you walk into the foyer, yes, there are a couple of books that he was carrying that he dropped. And as everyone filters in, he filters in behind you to pick them up. They seem to be written in a language that you've never encountered before. And here is the foyer. Peeling wallpaper and a musty scent cling to the walls of this spacious foyer. A curving staircase rises from the cracked tile floor to a balcony above, keeping its distance from a darkened chandelier. Doors lead in every direction. At the room's center, a bronze sculpture of a antlered eagle perches atop a marble pedestal.
I think I would have used a rhino.
So
what is a rhino?
Hey, can I use survival
heavy
to identify the creature?
Nature?
Bighorn.
I don't have nature, and I should. I don't understand why I don't have any nature.
Because you chose not to be proficient in it, you took other things instead. But you can still roll it.
All right. Do you want me to in the tower or?
Yeah. As hard as you search your mind from the islands that you are from, you have never encountered a eagle with deer antlers. As you open the door, hold on, don't just run in there. Give me a second.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right. I have to make everything visible. It just takes this is the digital equivalent of digging through the box for the right minis.
And so, I mean, I know even if I say it, I know it might be a long shot. There might not be nothing there, but Art would definitely take a look at all this craftsmanship and tink at different spots here and there to see if there's crafters like hidden compartments and leaving behind little hidden trophies or hidden eggs, if you would.
Yep. All right, well, go. Did you already roll your? Yes, you did. Okay. It's going to take you a good 60 seconds to investigate, so I'm going to lead people.
Unless everybody else walks out, then I will follow them.
Yeah, so you'll have to look it over and be like the last one in line.
Yeah, Everett would pause too and just kind of look at the workmanship.
The door doesn't open. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
I was just going to say, Everett would pause at the statue too and look at the workmanship and just try to think, understand if he's ever seen any tool work like this.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll me your roll in the tower.
I don't know if I can assist with it, but I do have a lot of tool knowledge. Okay, I know I've already rolled a check.
So he's going to do his. I've been trying to get to this. Thank you. Ash, you got to the door and everyone started filing in and looking at this, and you were trying to open the door at first and it felt like it was kind of stuck and you wanted to just kind of open it a little bit and sneak in, and the door actually moves and smacks somebody right in the back. Woo! And the conversation stops, and standing before you is a human in his mid-30s, dressed very much like Alnick. And he's very surprised, startled, kind of jumps back when the door opens, and you can see another man standing in the sitting at the round table in the parlor.
Immediately go for a corner.
This.
Did I do that?
That is the image of the man sitting at the table, not the room. That's just the man. So you have it because you are in that parlor.
Cool.
The door is open. Everyone can see the two men. So I should have just gave the image to everyone. What the hell am I thinking? So again, not the room, not the ghost, just the man. That man is sitting at the table. I do not have an image for Arthur.
Arthur is the one at the door. Okay.
Yep.
But we can see them. We can see them both.
Yes.
Did I do that, or am I still investigating?
First, Ash did that. That's why I led with that.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I kind of look over my shoulder back at Ray and say, "There are two. I thought it was only your master."
No, I believe I mentioned my assistant, or my partner, Arthur. And those who investigated the statue, I'm PMing now.
Ooh.
Other than that, you find nothing else of interest.
Ooh, magically made.
It was not carved. It was made through magic.
Oh no, it definitely looks like, I guess, technically bone to flesh? Or bone to feather? Bone to flesh.
Magically shaped stone.
Oh, it's stone.
Well, magically shaped metal. There's no tooling marks, so you can tell that it was shaped.
It's not natural feathers. It's not natural antlers. Does it feel like a feather if I touch it?
No. It's a bronze sculpture of a antlered eagle perched atop a marble pedestal. And you can tell the bronze and the marble are all one piece. That's how you know it was magically made.
Oh, that's okay. Art's gonna slowly start walking away, keeping an eye. That is impressive.
All right, and there's a fireplace in the back of the parlor, and let me give this to you guys. Dozens of faded portraits cover the parlor walls, the subject's eyes fixed on a circular table that bears an ornate spirit board. A wide mirror hangs over a tall fireplace set in the north wall. Ash, you know that they were having a heated conversation, and everyone that walks in can still see the red faces and the slight irritation that the man sitting at the table seems to show for the man standing, who got hit by a door.
I'm sorry.
Arthur kind of shakes his head as the new people come in, and he walks past you and joins Alnick, who goes back outside. Alnick sets down some books in the corner and goes back outside with Arthur. And you are left alone with the old man sitting at the table. He kind of looks up at everyone. Hello. It's a pleasure to be making acquaintance. My name is Rudolph von Richten. And who might you all be?
Some very gracious travelers for your hospitality.
My name, sir, is Everett, and I'm a little concerned and puzzled about how I got here, and if perhaps you could help me find my way back. these others I just recently met, it seemed a mist and bad weather drew us to your home.
Art kind of nods.
Somebody mentioned the mist in the beginning, you know.
Yes. It seems the rivers of mist that flow from these islands stretches across many lands. Its currents pulling and pushing people from place to place. I am sorry to hear you have been inconvenienced so, finding yourself at this place at this time. I could help you, but not until my work here is done. Perhaps we come to arrangement, no? I will take you... Oh shit, where'd it go? Where the hell did the name of the city go? Oh, there it is. When my work here is finished, my carriageman will come to fetch me. I will gladly escort you all to the town of Sturban. And he kind of looks around to see if the name Sturban actually means anything to anyone. Seeing confused faces, he kind of chuckles and is in land of Borka. And he motions towards a wall where a large molded map hangs. By all means, you take so you can get to know this new land.
I go, which wall from where I'm at?
To your, right behind you.
I turn around and I take the map off the wall and I start to analyze the map.
Give me a second. I have dropped it in your inventory. You will find the map in its descriptions. And I will share it with everyone because it's a very large map.
And I'm also checking, I'm going to roll something in the dice tower.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to know if this guy if he truly does intend to help us.
You feel that he is very trustworthy and honest.
All right. And now you said Borka is the place where I'm looking for Borka on the map.
Borka is the land. The entire map is Borka. He offers to take you to the town of Struben.
Whoa.
Okay, where are we and where are we right now? I ask him.
He just laughs. Did you not see? We are merely an island amongst the mist. We are both everywhere and nowhere. This house, it moves in the way the mist moved you.
Ah, okay. So what I do is I put a copy of the map, or not the copy, but I put the map on, so other people, I'm going to move, keeping my back to the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask, is it okay if I put the map on the table so the rest of my party can see where Borka?
He's like, please, do not touch the table. And he kind of motions with his hands, and you can now make out faint runes that were traced on the table in chalk and pencil, and the spirit board lying in the center of it. I am preparing. Ash, stay in that room.
All right. So I put the map on the floor so anybody who wants to view the map can see it.
I was sneaking through the door.
And once
Hold on. You tried hold on. You try to sneak through the door as she's doing it, and it is swollen shut, and you know it's going to take, like, bashing through the door to actually open it.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Davine, you set the map on the floor so everyone can see it, and
when everybody is done perusing the map, I will put it in my bag.
Yeah, Shota will absolutely study the map.
Definitely take a good look at the map.
all right, I did share the map with everyone, so you all got the image, yes?
You only shared it with me, I thought.
I did at first, but I gave it to everyone.
Okay.
All right. So as you are looking at the map, Rudolph looks up. You seem, as most who find themselves caught in the currents, you all seem quite capable of your own accord. I wonder, did perhaps it bring you together for a purpose? Let me extend my offer one step more. Instead of twiddling your thumbs as we do our work amongst this house, I offer you employment, 20 gold a day each, to help us in our efforts. For you see, you have stumbled upon the House of Lament. This manor has an accursed history, with many spirits hidden and trapped within its walls. Now, I came here for my own purposes, he says with a stern look out the door. But those other two, they arrived a few moments after I got here, and they seem to have their own motivations and aspirations for this house that may align with my own. But only time will tell. It would be nice to have you more on my side, so to speak.
Gold Moon kind of surveys the room after he says that, takes a seat in the chair there, lays, his shield up against the chair, making sure not to touch any of the runes that he had pointed out on the table, and looks Von Richten up and down. You are a man of knowledge. You are very well traversed in these strange lands. There are tales from my home of individuals being taken by the mist. Some have returned, most have not. If you know of a way to get us home, but yet you bribe us with gold to complete your task to get us there, I must question your motives. But so far you've spoke nothing but honesty to us. So I will hear what you have to say and what this is. For if I deem your cause unworthy, then I shall not do what you ask.
Perhaps you misheard. I cannot guarantee you passage home, but I will take you to the town of Sturban in the lands of Borka. It is quite the populated area, and from there you must make your own way. I merely offer you employment to line your pockets and make that aspiration so much more achievable. As to my motivations, I wish to finally lay this house to rest. Far too long the House of Lament has traveled from island to island, its doors open and inviting to weary travelers caught in the storm, its fires to warm them, only to meet gruesome and horrible fates within the walls, feeding the powers.
If you seek to put an end to such things, you shall have my hammer.
This house eats people?
The spirits that dwell within have beckoned many a traveler into its doors.
I don't know if I was beckoned so much as I just saw a person and wanted to know where I was going. Now, as far as what your job entails, what are we talking about here?
This was my first opportunity to enter this house. I have traveled no further than these rooms it takes to get to this place. I have spent many hours warding and protecting this room. It is my desire to contact the spirits of this house and perhaps find a way to lay them to rest. If you were to work for me...
You said this room is protected?
Yes. This room is protected.
I mean, Art's definitely looking around. And
You see anyone who's like looking around after that, go ahead and roll me perception checks. You can roll them right out in the open. Yes, if you were to work for me, then I could redouble my efforts of protection on this room, and you can explore the various hallways and chambers within this house.
I actually want to visibly, see the runes to actually see if they're protection runes or anything of the nature. And, if they're a high caliber, guys, these, he's not joking. These are good wards.
If you're trying to judge the power of the magic, then I need you to roll me a religion. But they are definitely well drawn, well carved. The calligraphy is beautiful and perfect. My clerics instantly recognize these as very powerful magics. All right, Soda and... All right, I'm going to take your first roll. You, Art, you definitely recognize these as very powerful magics. Give me roleplay amongst yourselves while I send out a couple whispers and some information.
I mean, he's not lying. These are strong magical runes. I mean, they seem to be of the protecting nature.
If his end goal is to release spirits from their suffering so they can return to whatever plane they come from, so they can return to the cycle, then his cause is just.
I agree.
If he wishes to destroy this cursed place, then I feel that Paladin's wish would be for me to move forward. Though I may not be an Ancelon no more, evil must be destroyed.
I agree. I feel this place is not natural. It pulled me from my home through some darkness that I don't quite understand. But if this man tells the truth and his goals are to bring this home to rest and the souls within, it's something that I can give my hammer to.
Ash, as you're looking about the room, you notice over and over again this same symbol in the different paintings in the room. Soka, you notice this symbol as well in the paintings, and you also notice, and I need you to roll, Soka, I need you to roll me a fear.
So that's going to be the lowest out.
Yep, intelligence or wisdom, whichever is lower. As you make all right, so as everyone's kind of looking around and exploring the room and talking about the runes and stuff, Soda, you're moving about the room as a cat would, checking out the different paintings, trying to get a feel, looking up and down, when suddenly it dawns on you, and it's visible to everyone else, the cat's hair stands up on end, and your head is jerking from portrait to portrait to portrait to portrait, and you gasp, and your arm points out, and what everyone turns and looks, he's pointing at each individual photo. The cloaked figure from the crossroads can be found in every one of the photos in this room. Only it's not looking at the table in the center of the room. Each of the paintings, that cloaked figure is staring at the doorway that you guys walked in from.
Y'all see this?
Yes.
Oh.
Does it look like it's moving at all?
No.
This is not cool.
Was that the thing that you guys saw in the circle?
Yes, it's very similar to the creature. I would dare say it is the creature that we saw in the clearing. Mr. Von Richten, this strange creature that is adorned in all of these paintings. Do you have any knowledge on it? For when we were brought here, this was the creature that would say lured us almost.
We
All right, give me
encountered it
one.
before the mist.
He kind of looks at the figure. I can't be certain, and I wouldn't want to speak incorrectly. Perhaps after I am done in my workings here, in my preparations for tonight, I could take a look, but it does look familiar.
Does it look like the statue in the front hall?
No.
Okay.
No, it looks like a cloaked figure. You can just barely make out the beak of the were-raven sticking out of the cloaked figure, and you can just barely make out the feathers of the wings that are actually the cloak. So you know it is at least a recreation of something that looked like the first figure you encountered in the mist.
Okay.
And that brings us to the 2-hour mark. I would like to take a 10-minute break, do bio, get drinks, and then we will come back at this.
Sounds good.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
All
I
right.
like it. It has merit.
I
Like
have
Ace, Ash running around.
back at 10:20.
Roger.
We'll see you then.
So we're out.
Why did I get inspiration?
So I got the music to work for a minute. I'd be interested in some of those vials if you have quite a few.
Okay, and welcome back. Do just a short bio, and we will continue this adventure. When we left off, everyone was in the foyer. Von Richten has offered you 20 gold per day to explore this house and help him free the spirits that are bound here.
Looking over at what was it, Elveric, being of like-minded as myself, we are in agreement to take Von Richten's quest to rid this house. I look to the others. So what say you all? Shall we take him up on his offer? Or shall we go hear what the other two that seem to be trapped in this place have to offer? I personally, for one, am in agreement with Von Richten, for his beliefs align with mine.
Yeah, I agree. His beliefs align with mine as well. I would like to understand a little more about what drew him here and how he found this place.
I would actually like to know what the job entails. What is he asking us to do? Because he evaded the question and never actually answered what the job is.
So you look at him, and how do you go ahead and phrase that right to Von Richten so I can properly respond?
As I asked before, what does the job entail that you're willing to pay the money to? What is it that you want us to do? Exactly.
I would like for you to explore this house. Report back to me what you discover. And I would like for you to stay with me when I perform the seances to contact the spirits of this house. And should they direct us in a manner to best free them from this horrid structure, we act upon their requests and help give these souls rest.
I mean,
I
if
don't
we're
know.
stuck here, I don't see the reason why we wouldn't go ahead and just explore the
I'm
house.
fine with
This
it.
house.
If we have no other leads, I'm getting home, and we can make a little bit of money on the way from getting home, helping somebody in need, looking up. He's older?
Yes.
Helping an old man.
The money I could use to do earthly
And you-
things, but true silver.
You know of no
would push
other
me.
ways, no other people that would know of that we could get home from?
I think the town he keeps bringing up will lead us to more informed individuals on getting us back to where each of us belong.
I agree. I like that idea.
Yes, these cities, they tend to have a wide variety of individuals who could perhaps help you in your endeavors.
I looked
And
around
you
the room.
could always ask Arthur and Olnick. They seem capable enough, if not
They
stuck.
seem
Oh
They
my.
seem capable, but they
check
didn't.
on
Those
him.
two did not seem very forthcoming.
He seems. What does he feel about them? Like, does he want them just straight up? Like, ask if he wants them straight up dead. He's just disgusted from them. Part of the issue.
You can tell there's disdain. He didn't
Very much
expect them
disdain.
to show up, and he doesn't want him here.
Ah. So they're a nuisance.
Yeah.
Okay.
He says to you all, should you decide to take the job, you are more than welcome to sleep within the parlor. That is where we are planning on throwing our bedrolls, as it is the safest point in this house. If you are not taking the job, I would suggest you camp outside or find your own room to sleep in, for obviously you do not trust me and would not be comfortable in amongst my wards.
I'm sorry, you want us to sleep in a house that eats people? I'm good with outside, but thank you, Captain.
Art just stares up at the ceiling, stares back at him. The parlor?
This parlor.
He goes, sits down.
This parlor is well warded. If you are worrying about the house eating you, that will not happen until it becomes more active, shall we say.
Oh, you
And
mean like stomach starts rumbling or something?
that is a good analogy. Yes, yes. Before the house eats anyone, you will hear the rumbling of its belly. But this room is inedible. I have made sure this room is safe for us here.
Clinks on the wall with a hammer.
And I don't know about you guys, but outside didn't seem much nicer. If you recall the mist that shuffled us in.
And you hear thunder from the storm outside.
Is there a fire going?
Yes.
Oh.
North wall fireplace.
I'll go over there, kind of dry off what cloth and stuff that I do have. Make myself comfortable.
I'm not saying I won't help with what he's paying us to do. I'm just trying to point some things out here. I just don't like getting eaten.
And if he does not like those
I've not yet
two,
been eaten, but I would agree that sounds like a bad idea.
And as you guys are talking, Arthur and Elnick come in with the last of their supplies, and they lay 2 bedrolls down in the corner. Elnick checks his pocket watch. If it is all right with you, Master, excuse me, if it is all right with you, Master Rudolph, Arthur and myself will be retiring for the evening, for the hour grows quite late, and we will need our rest and our strength for the endeavors tomorrow. And Rudolph, without even turning around, just kind of flicks a hand in his general direction, just like, whatever, you're here. You can almost cut the tension between the groups with a knife. And the men lay down in their beds in their bedrolls in the corner and try to get some, like they're trying to get some rest.
Well,
So the hour is late. Okay, out of character question. How many hours has gone by? I mean, are we all starting to feel fatigued? Has it been like 12, 13 hours? Or to us, has it been like 4 or 5?
All right, so you traveled pretty much all day to get to the spot where you met the Raven. And it was getting to be like 6, 7 o'clock at night, and summer for most of you, it was still supposed to be bright. But as you approached it, the sun set early, then you were lost in the mist. You have no idea the amount of time has gone by. If you have no stress, you feel pretty okay. If you have stress, you are tired, and this journey has been long and arduous. There is actually a clock. So if anyone asks when you say the hour is late, Elnick will tell everyone, well, yes, it happens to be
12:20 a.m.
It happens to be the 5th day of the 4th era of the first moon.
Strange way to
What was your question about the moon? Van Richten looks up.
How many moons?
That is a difficult question. I last saw the full moon 5 days ago.
Which moon?
We have but the one, sir.
One
What?
moon? We are definitely not in Ensalon anymore.
What's an Ansalon?
There is rumors of an island in the mist that has more than one moon. Perhaps that is closer to your home, good sirs.
Ensalon is the world that I hail from. We have 3 moons that wax and wane over our great land. They represent the 3 powers of magic: the red moon, the silver moon, and the black moon. The 3 lords of magic reside on each of the moons. And if they are not present here in this land, then it is definitely truly a place I know nothing of. Though I've heard stories during my training, I must think on them. With that, Gold Moon steps up from the table, grabs his shield and his gear, steps over to the corner over here, starts taking off his armor, setting down his bedroll, and like a good mercenary, starts checking over all of his equipment, grabs a bite to eat out of his pack, drinks some water, and then, and again, like a good mercenary, goes to sleep anywhere. The hour is late, as they said. I cannot think with all the events that have happened. I need time to rest. If you don't feel that it is safe in here, then by all means, each of you roll the dice and see where Paladine will lay you. For I am sleeping here. And starts going about his business.
Art's gonna agree. Yes, it's a long day. I'm gonna power down. And walks over to the wall, faces, and kind of puts his shield in front of him with the hammer down in the other hand, and the eyes kind of go dark. Kind of just looks like a standing suit of armor now.
I look at Van Rudolph and I'm like, when were you going to perform this ritual?
Oh, unfortunately, the house must be explored before I can begin. You see, the planchet that is connected to the spirit board is missing. And I feel as though since this board was discovered in this very room, the planchet must be nearby somewhere. If the hour is not too late and you wish to explore and search for it, by all means.
It's been a very long day for me as well, and I'm going to turn in, but we will begin our search in the morning, I imagine.
I'll leave you for the night too, sir. If indeed the morning shows.
After a good last.
What was the last thing that was said? I missed that. Sorry.
I power up real quick. I mean, I can take a quick look, but everybody's tired.
It looks
Power
like
back down.
You would take a quick look.
Everett kind of goes towards the fireplace up in the north. Is that correct?
Yes.
He kind of makes his bed place there. Takes off his gear and things, but he pulls his hood over himself and kneels down facing the hearth. And you hear him start mumbling to the mother. I don't know where I am. Please, Lady of the Hearth, keep us warm and safe for the night. And watch over this place and these people that have come with me. And he starts mumbling little things before he settles down.
All right, Kush and Art. It seems like you two are the only ones that are interested in exploring.
I mean, if nobody else, if we got one, maybe it is fair time we just take a long rest. Or just out of curiosity, what a short rest does nothing for our stress, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Does a long rest do anything for stress?
Yes, a long rest reduces your stress by 1 point.
Oh, okay.
What about
I
alcohol?
I like
Give
it.
me a little bit. I can start
The
brewing.
stuff that you from home, no, but fine alcohol, yes.
It might do something. That's interesting. Not that it would do anything for me, but yeah, no, I think we should all. Is anybody staying? Is Ben Rickton staying awake and watching, or
When
do
you
we have
ask, like, well, at some point I will need to sleep, but I believe my wards are strong enough that we need not stand sentry.
these two? I point to the two over in the corner, curled up in a little fucking bedroll.
What about them?
Okay.
All right, so everyone's resting?
No.
I only need 6 hours for full rest, opposed to anybody else. I would actually say that in character. So if there is anybody that could alternate so we had somebody on watch at all time.
I don't sleep.
Who are you?
Elves
The
don't sleep.
cat? Oh, the cat.
What?
Oh. You don't sleep at all? I don't sleep either.
Elves don't sleep.
Oh. Well, then you can keep watch. Let me get my 6 in and I'll take over.
Okay.
Unless anybody else has any other thing else.
All right.
Can help with, watch duty to make sure everybody obtains a long rest.
Yeah, no, he is too confident in his things that he doesn't feel it's necessary. Ash, can you give me a quick rundown about the you don't sleep thing? You don't even have to meditate or anything like that?
Elves trance, but they don't sleep. And it's for
All
4 hours. I can wait until his 6 hours are done.
Lucid being awake, or lucid sleep almost.
That's all I needed. All right, so everyone pretty much decides that they're going to camp out in this room, and Van Richten takes this as a sign that you have all agreed to work for him. I'm going to throw this in the party tracker because it's a little gift he gives to the entire group for agreeing to work with him. All right. So there are 6 sharpened wooden stakes. There are 6 silver pieces. Well, 7. Sorry, I got to change that to 7 because we had more players than expected.
Some stakes, you said?
Yes. So there is a wooden
for
each of you and 1 odd silver coin for each of you.
A stake and a silver.
Yep.
Where did that come from?
Von Richten.
Oh.
Okay. And that is in the parcel party that we have to take out?
Yep. So because you are basically making camp here, he takes that as a sign that you have agreed to work for him, and he passes out. He pops down a bag that's got 7 steaks and 7 silver in it, and he's like, "This is for you guys." I'm going to go ahead and award the long rest for everyone, even though I know you guys are working in shifts.
Hey, real quick, I tried to drag this out and it didn't. Wait, hang on, let me try this.
I'm gonna detect magic on the coins and the stakes.
Nope.
I would almost assume ahead of time we would already try to set up the shift thing for sleeping as best we could. I mean, until it gets down to like the nitty gritty of, hey man, he needs to sleep bad. He's our middle watch, but.
Oh, I thought you guys had already said you were just doing 2. You were going to sleep for 6 hours while he was awake, and then you were going to be active for the 4 hours he's in trance.
Yeah, that works. I mean, that's still, yeah. I mean, however, we would have talked it out, yes, absolutely.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is going to be hard to do because we don't have a 7-sided die. So what I am going to do is I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 20. Everyone write down a number between 1 and 20, and whoever's closest is the random person that this happens to.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. I was reading something. What are you doing?
Pick a number between 1 and 20. Whoever's closest to the number that I've picked, that I've jotted down here, is what this happens.
Perfect.
You can't roll a 6-sided because it's 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ooh. Oh.
Ash on the money.
That wasn't.
No, that was sodas. You just gotta randomly type in a number. 15's already taken.
No, it's okay. He can take
okay.
15. That's fine. The person who got and the point was for everyone just to put a number down. So the person who got the closest is Everick. So give me 2 seconds to pull this up.
He doesn't know that though because he's still asleep.
This is where the mind flayer crawls into your ear.
Not again.
They look like earwigs.
If it looks like an earwig, it must not be an earwig.
And next thing you know, you're growing tentacles from your fucking jowls.
Okay, Everick.
Where with it?
You know what? Can I do it? Oh, I can't. Damn it! I can't just copy and paste it. As you sleep, you dream. You see the house that you are sleeping in. You see all manner of noblemen and knight and warrior walking through its halls through this parlor. As your vision kind of drifts from room to room, and you can see like the different people, you can tell they're out of time from each other. Like you're viewing events from centuries apart of people who roamed these halls. Lastly, your mind kind of floats out of a window and rushes towards the tower, the top of the tower, where you see a knight howling in frustration into the night. Shadows rise surrounding her in a crimson aura. And I want you to roll on that table I just sent you. Okay. So 6 hours go by. Everyone's sleeping just fine. you start to power up as Ash starts to do their sleep, and it doesn't dawn on you at first, but after a couple hours, you're like, well, wait a second. I've miscounted. Somebody's gone. Somebody's missing. Art, you realize, and everyone's gotten their long rest, so it's not going to interrupt that. You realize at this moment there is not as many people in this room as were when everyone went to sleep. And I just have to make sure that it took that. Yes, Art.
As I'm waking up for my shift?
No, like a couple hours after your shift.
Ooh.
And it's like, you counted everyone when you woke up, but a couple hours in, you counted everyone again. You didn't hear anyone. You didn't see anyone move, but you are one man short.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's what I was just getting at. I noticed the rest didn't actually do it.
Thank you, sir.
Well, walk around and I take a count. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 5, 6. Huh.
Ash yells,
Well,
Rudolph!
He
Freaking words didn't work.
He looks around. What are you yelling about?
Your freaking words didn't work.
What do you mean?
Why
Everett's
is everyone
gone.
being so loud?
Who's gone?
What is going on? What? Who's gone? What
Everett's
is
gone.
going on? Everett.
The house ain't Everett.
I'll stand up quickly and grab my shield and hammer in hand and look about. Von Richten,
Real quick.
what has happened?
Hang on. Hold on. I'm gonna do something. I'm rolling survival to see if I find tracks of where he went or if there's any other tracks in the room.
Some disturbed dust makes it look like perhaps he was sleepwalking and leads back into the foyer.
He went this way, guys. I think he may have been sleepwalking. I go out into the foyer and I continue to track him. Do you want me to roll again?
No, just give me 1 second to catch everyone up to what's about to happen.
Like 400 and 300 ammo.
What's tracking? Investigation?
Survival.
That would be in wilderness. This isn't a house. All right.
She's a ranger. I'm just giving it to her.
Okay. I was right. Trying to see if I could roll my investigation.
Gotcha. You can go ahead and roll one too. You can track through investigation. It makes enough sense.
Boing.
Yep. All right. So you both follow the telltale signs of your friend as he went into the foyer and continued on upstairs. So I'm going to have to move everyone who is going upstairs onto a new map. Is there anyone not going?
No, I've found him to be a friend. I'm going to go look for him for sure.
Oh, yeah. All right, hold on one second. Everyone who went upstairs, please roll me perception.
Question. Well, never mind.
All right, 15 and higher. You can hear snoring coming from the room across the hall. And give me one quick thing. As you go up the stairs, this hall starts at a balcony overlooking the foyer. The floor of which is 10 feet below. One of the doors in the hall opens to a stairway that ascends.
We could come back and get your reboot card.
And yeah. So you go to that door. Wait. Hold on. Sometimes the maps get a little tricky. So I'm going to turn lock off. I have to move you off the door. Now, if you hover over the door, you can actually click it to open it and shut, but the door seems swollen shut.
Okay.
And you're going to have to force it open. That is a strength athletics check.
Athletics. Okay. One.
So you try the handle and throw your shoulder into the door, and it just kind of goes thud.
The Medusa beat you to it.
Yep. She walks up, and with a swift kick, the door just kind of thunk right open. And Everett wakes up with a start. Hold on, I gotta grab your token now. Oh, because it's there. There.
Where? Why'd you guys bring me up here? Where?
You brought you up here.
What? I laid down beside the hearth. Why are we here? How did we get here?
Oh, there.
I tracked you up here.
And give me a second. This is a guest bedroom. It is damp. The bed is sagging. All of the linens on the bed are threadbare and moth-eaten. Everett, you realize that though you woke up in this lavish, comfortable, wonderful bed, you are laying amongst mold and dirt and soot and ash on a mattress that's concaved and on the floor.
I didn't come here, guys. Why did you? What is? You dumped me here. What's the gig?
So I can be clear, should we be rolling our perceptions and stuff in the dice tower?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I rolled mine in the dice tower.
Yeah, I saw that.
Better yet, I guess we're going to investigate.
I mean, the last I recall, I dreamed. I don't recall this at all, but I will tell you, this house has a lot of history. There've been a lot of people here, and it's been used as a fort. There've been noblemen, knights. I've seen different families come and go. It seems as if the house is still somewhat alive, or at least it seems so. I was dreaming.
Did
Well,
you
what
happen
was
to
your
see anything
dream?
about it?
But I don't know how I did not come up here under my own powers.
What do you remember?
I remember praying to the Silver Lady and for the safety of you all as we slept through the night, right before drifting off to sleep. And the hearth with where's Von Richter?
Downstairs?
It seems that his wards may protect us from the spirits coming in or physically affecting us, but it seems that our souls are still able to be manipulated. It seems above your own volition, you walked up here in your dreams and placed yourself in this bed. Strange things and powers are happening.
If I walked, did we not have someone on watch? Did I walk past everyone without stirring anybody?
Apparently so, because we woke up with them realizing that you were gone.
I just don't remember this.
Pretty sure it wasn't on my watch.
Hey guys. Or people. In the fireplace, there's a passage in here.
There's a what?
There's a passage here in the fireplace.
Can I see?
Is it
You look
scripture?
and you can see how the fireplace itself on the inside has a way of rotating and opening the fire that would be built on it to both rooms. And because it connects in such way, if you are a small creature, you could easily pass from one room to the other. Medium or larger, you have to kind of struggle to make your way through. But you could potentially take this to the room to the north.
I'm a bitty elf. I'm going to try. Squeeze!
All right, give me a second. I just want to see what your actual size is listed.
I'm medium.
All right. So it's going to take an athletics to squeeze through there.
Athletics is strength based. Can I do an acrobatics? Because that's
Yes.
dex based, and that makes more sense to me. Cool.
Yes.
So as everybody's doing things,
Well, never mind.
shakes out of his sleep, and he looks around the room trying to see if it jogs his memory.
I'm stuck.
I grab his feet and help him get unstuck.
He's on
Stop.
fire.
Okay, hold on. Is the map pretty well blank for everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what keeps happening is every time I
hold
press,
on.
I'm trying to give you an answer.
I just need a yes or no. Is it blank? Is it pretty much blank?
No, what she was trying to say is that when you click on your character, it will black out. You click on your character again, it'll bring it up. So every time we try to click on our character to move it, it blacks in and out. So like all the lighting effects and everything is working fine. It's just that when you go to manipulate your token, like the map will black out. You click on your token again, the map pops back up.
Oh, that's...
At least for me, anyways, that's what it's doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. Sorry, Pam.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, that's what I was trying to explain because he asked if the map was out, and it does do that like what you said.
Mine seems to be working pretty right.
Okay.
I like way back at the beginning of this, I actually posted what our maps are doing in the Triple J Discord. So I just pinged you there. If you look, you can see what we see.
All right. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be like because that's line of sight with lighting. So that is going correct. I just wanted to make
that
sure
I can
everyone
see
lighting
tokens that
effect
aren't in my line
actually
of sight.
on.
Right,
sorry.
but note that I can see tokens that aren't in my line of sight.
Yeah, I can't fix that, but I could fix
Oh,
because there's no light sources in the house.
Right.
So there's a little bit of light through the windows in the next room that you should be able to see. And if you don't have like a torch or a candle lit or dark vision, to apply the right effects.
Right. Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna light up one of the 5 foot by, just a small little magic tinkering on my hammer. I think it's 5 foot bright light, 5 foot dim light.
All right, 1 second. And I appreciate you bearing with me. I wasn't trying to be nasty or snotty. I was just trying to get a yes or no so I could try to drop these real quick.
Yeah, no, I didn't know if it was the lighting effect that was doing the fact that we had no lighting effect. Everybody's talking about crawling in these small little crevices off to the side, and what do you mean?
All right, so we should have the mechanical issues fixed, I hope. Yeah?
I think so.
You think so? All right. So, Ash, you try to wiggle your way in the fireplace and you get stuck. Everyone that went up and through the door. Wicker chairs and small tables set for tea occupy this airy morning room. Pale droplets fall away from wide windows overlooking the manor grounds. A plump tasseled pillow embroidered with the name News rests near the fireplace. There's a pet bed over in the corner of the room.
A pet bed?
Yeah, that's the big pillow on the floor with the embroidered name News.
Ah,
If you could imagine, that's like a pet bed.
gotcha. It's like somebody's
All right.
doll.
Oh,
Ash, you are stuck in the fireplace.
Well, hang on. Somebody said that they
I took a
pulled him
turn.
out by
I took a
his
turn and
legs.
pulled him out. Yeah,
Yeah.
As soon as he said he was stuck, I said I walk over there and pull him out.
Oh, I did not hear that. Roll
No
me
biggie, no
a,
biggie.
strength. If you're gonna force him out of there.
My bad.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
were the other way?
Now show the guns.
I was going to stick my tail in there and tell Ash to grab a hold of my tail and pull him north.
All right. I got the tail.
All right, so look here. You go over there, you pull him out. Ash, you're free. Everett, you're still in the hallway?
Yeah, I'm heading that way. I was being slow about it because I was waking up, kind of looking around the room, scratching my head. What in the
Yeah.
hell?
All right. And I'm just going to say it from here on out because it's easier. Before you open a door, tell me you're going to try to open this door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There, maybe we can see something more of what is this. It looks like there's a fine rug, a dog's pet bed. Now, you said you found a pillow with the word news on it?
That's the pet bed. Over by the fireplace, over here is a very large cushion.
Davian, what did you see along them shelves over there? Anything of interest?
I'm waiting for a response.
All right. So this is getting so like mixed up in the chat window if you're just rolling. So let me know that you're investigating because investigating takes time. It takes like a minute to investigate and the clock keeps running.
Okay.
All right. So give me a quick second as you guys spend a few minutes.
To make things easier, Ash sits down and eats.
Yeah, you can tell that this room was set up to serve breakfast, but the breakfast never actually arrived. So you have your own rations, but you're in the right room for eating breakfast.
Yeah, I'm
Nom
gonna
nom.
take some rations as well while I'm investigating. I'll be eating.
A perception.
And I did make my roll earlier when we entered the room. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Yep, I'm getting there.
Okay.
I just read what he did. That's great. No, kitty. Bad kitty.
Bad kitty.
Get off the goddamn table. Dadgummit, kitty.
All you find is that the one window on the northern wall is like unlatched. It could be opened up and a person could climb down to the patio on the first floor. And you find that the door to the east has been swollen shut. Other than that, there's not much in this room. Things are rotted away, tarnished. The only thing of real interest is that pet bed.
Grease.
So I lock the window.
Okay.
And once everybody's done with their investigations, I'm gonna try to bust this door open.
Hang on.
Okay, it did the sound for the spell effect, but it didn't actually show up the spell. What are you putting grease on?
The door.
All right. It's a 5-foot effect. You're greasing the door. That spell would also get the floor around it. So, I'm sorry? All right. Just give me one quick second because
Actually, it is a 10-foot square.
yeah. So what you do is right click on the map, make a 10-foot square and or right click and go to pointers and then go to the square. Draw a 10-foot square and move it to where you do that spell effect.
Erp. Nope. Nope. Kapoo. There.
Am I getting a bath?
You get in the what?
Give the Warforged a grease bath.
Oh, nice. Kush, give me a athletics check. Devine, you are caught in the grease. I believe there's a save on that, so you just target her. Ash?
My bad. Dex saving throw or fall prone.
A
Yeah.
dex saving throw.
Dexterity. Yes.
So what do I do? Just
roll
roll
your
dex. Oh, okay.
Go to your main tab and the right-hand side where it says saves, double-click Dex.
I did.
Okay, so Devine goes to break the door down when suddenly the whole area is covered with grease and she slips and falls on her face.
Yep.
As you hear a loud thud. Give me 1 second.
My bad.
Hold on. All right, so I have to take that one. And have
I-
some shock roll.
So I couldn't do like a athletics check on that?
No, it's a save.
Got it.
And you hear a loud thud and a bang come from the north at roughly the same time she slips and falls on her face. When you look to the north, Kush is no longer standing there. And the window is open.
I locked
Okay.
it.
I didn't do that.
Did he unlock it? Because I locked it. All right.
I didn't do that.
Will this door open? I want to try to open this door.
What?
Yes, that door opens.
Does the greased door open?
Are you moving into the greased area to, like, are you pushing her out of the way?
I am not.
Yes.
I will pull her out of the.
Can I get up? Can I get up, or am I gonna go slidey like a stupid slippery slope?
You can make it to your feet and get out of the way so he can go and gently push the door open.
All right, so I do.
Splook. And it only lasts for a minute.
The grease.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give me
okay.
1 second.
I don't know how to delete it.
Unless he dispels it right off the bat. Wait for it or get impatient and attempt to walk around.
All right, so the people entering this room. A grand canopied bed occupies this room. Its headboard engraved with the phases of the moon. A wardrobe, writing desk, and torn leather chests fill out the space, all bearing rampant mildew. A chemical smell like ammonia or medicines linger here.
Phases of the moon, huh?
So it won't let me through the door. I need one of you guys to move your token if you can. Thank you.
As I see Davian walk into the room, I say, wait. Come here for a moment, please.
Does anybody have any, like a quiver and parchment to write down the phases of the moon so we can get a better understanding of this world?
Where's Kush?
It is the same phases of the moon that you are all familiar with.
Oh, okay.
It's just the waxing. It starts off on the far left with no moon. At the height of the headboard is the full moon, and then it goes all the way back to no moon.
Gotcha. I'm going to roll perception and to search the room more, see if there's anything I don't see with my blind eye.
Davian.
I feel we're missing something. Perhaps Rickton seemed to imply that there's lost souls, and the dream that I had showed me the house full of life. There's something otherworldly, perhaps, that maybe we need to find. But I have no way to find such things. Do any of you have such knowledge?
No.
I mean, Nothing out of the ordinary.
Wait. We are short one. Where's the very hairy fellow? Where did he go to? We started this to retrieve a friend, and in the process, we've lost a friend. Has anyone seen where he has gone?
No. Last I saw him, he was in the other room.
Oh shit, I heard a window crash.
What? A window? Walk to this first window and look out upon it after you get done catching up on the text.
All right, looking out the open window and down, you can see the wraparound porch, and lodge head first halfway through the floor of the porch is Cush. His limp legs slumped over, showing he has obviously knocked himself unconscious, falling out this window.
Oh man.
I
I'm
locked
going
this
to-
window.
That looks like it
Standing the
hurts.
window, it shows the lock has not been broken. It was either unlatched or unlatched itself.
Oh,
Kush,
so the window is still there in one piece.
Yes, the window is not broken. The crash that you heard was not breaking glass. It was him falling through the porch.
Okay, well, I'm going to open the window and climb down the wall to Kush, if I can.
Okay, it's athletics.
I'll hold a rope, I'll lower you down.
With advantage.
Okay, yeah, I'll wait for the rope. Just roll with advantage then.
Yep.
I asked True Silver to watch over him in his descent.
Add a D4.
All right, yeah, you
Yes. Correct.
athletics or
Give him
athletics works. You start to say your little prayer to watch over him, and he makes it down super easy. In the future, you can actually target the person and click the spell effect guidance on them.
Yeah, I was trying. It was just it all unfolded so quickly I couldn't get to the thing.
Yeah, that happens.
That's where I was headed.
Okay, Kush and Soka, you are on the porch on the first level. You're able to. Well, are you strong enough to pull him out?
I don't know. Is he bleeding?
Yes.
I look back up at the window. Hey, somebody got a Band-Aid?
I may have something that can take care of it.
How about we go downstairs and get him inside, or both of them inside?
I'll try to see if I can pull him out of the porch. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'll try.
Well, go ahead and roll it if you're trying to pull him out. Everyone else, you're walking around and going outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah, but before I do that, I start kind of thinking back through my dream, and I don't know like the right. So I want to do an investigation, but kind of an investigation through my mind to see if I notice anything from my dreams click with this room or memories or anything.
Okay. I like it.
So maybe I don't know. History.
I like investigation because you're
Okay.
trying to piece together clues.
Where'd my token go?
Give me 1 second.
Oh,
Yeah, you piece together your dreams, and you don't really remember anything from this room. But when you get to the hallway that you're going down the stairs, you kind of look to the west, and you do remember dreaming of the tower that wall is connected to.
Okay.
You guys make your way outside. Now, I know the map doesn't have the porch going all the way around, but in the description, it has the porch going all the way around, and I'm going off of that. So even though it looks like you're standing on ground, you're actually standing on wooden porch.
Where are we? I don't see my token anywhere.
Double token, and you should appear in the top, and it should take you to where you are at the top left of the map.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I had to scroll out a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, I see where we are.
Standing on this porch, you could just barely see into the room to the south, and you see lots of plants and vines, and the windows are dripping and fogged over. It's easy to assume it's some sort of conservatory or possibly an atrium because of the large glass walls. And yeah, you have an unconscious Kush stuck in the ground, or stuck in the porch.
Well, is anybody strong enough to pull him out? And when they are strong enough to pull him out, is anybody capable of making him wake up?
Yeah, let's perform a medicine check. I can make a medicine check on him first to make sure pulling him out isn't going to kill him.
He's wedged in there in such a way that if you were to just pull him out, it's going to drive some of that wood into him more. It won't kill him, but it will hurt him. You could take the time to make sure that doesn't happen while someone else pulls him out.
He is in dirt, right?
No. That's what I tried to explain.
Through the
porch actually goes all the way around. He is in the wooden floor of the porch.
Ah. If it was dirt, I could excavate him easily.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think I have anything in, like, my tinker's tools that could help. Maybe a little saw or something that I could cut away some of the wood.
You just keep an eye on him, and I'll pull him out. So this way, if something starts happening, then you can be like, hold on, stop. I'll move this piece of wood, move that piece of wood. We work as a team. We'll get him out just fine.
That's exactly what I was alluding to. So your medicine check will allow you to keep him from being hurt while someone else pulls him out.
I'll pull him out. All right, you ready?
He's not done yet.
Yep. Go ahead. Roll 6. It paused on that one.
Yeah.
You get him out of the hole with a little bit of effort, and when he is no longer stuck in the floorboards, you notice there's a crawl space from under this porch, a small room that you could potentially get to if you were a small-sized creature. But if you are a medium-sized creature, it's going to take struggling to get through. But you definitely see something down in that crawl space under this porch.
How did you know that was there, Kush?
The one game I decided to not play a halfling.
I was waiting for that.
Who's the smallest here?
They pull you out. You are still unconscious until you get some healing.
So yeah, do we have any dwarves or halflings or?
Dwarves are still medium.
Are they? Oh, I thought they were small.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
I think I'm the smallest party member.
So you want to touch on that?
And Kush wakes up with Gold Moon's magic.
Can anybody turn into an animal?
Now, this is the scene, okay?
What about the cat?
This is what I'm envisioning in my head. All right, so this giant gnomish creation is standing there going, wait, okay, now, wait, now. I'm grabbing him by both of his feet and releasing him from the floor. And then someone probably, Davian is like, ooh, there's something down there. And I'm like, oh, really? By the power of Paladine, heal this fool's wounds, give him the strength to move forward. And then as he starts twitching awake, I hold him up higher, like, okay, you smell like a dog. And then I drop him and move over and be like, what is this we have found?
I thought you were going to shove him farther in.
Wait, no. What?
I thought about it, but
He's like, wait, what? No. He said no, not today.
Oh, shit, she blew me up.
All right, so who wants to wiggle their ass through that hole and find out what's going on in that little area that you found?
before you go forward, then, good friend, allow me to give you some guidance on what you wish to do.
Everett just kind of takes his hammer and slams down around the opening where Kush was just pulled out of to enlarge it a little bit.
That'll work.
Go ahead and roll your damage for your hammer. Because they actually have this module actually comes with stats for inanimate objects.
Oh, really?
Huh.
Yeah.
Where do I drop it?
Just roll the damage. You don't have to target anything.
Do you have a light source, Kush? Do you need a light source? What do you got that you can use for a light? Like, what do you... I pick up a rock. I slap my hammer to the rock and it glows faintly. I can do that. I do that.
And as you guys are talking about that and you're slapping the light on him, Everett takes his hammer and starts to smash the wood away to make the opening a little bit easier, to give you a little extra help. When roll initiative.
You're
all
welcome.
that are standing on the porch.
Which is everybody. Yay, let's kill something.
All right, it put one of these like way over. Wrong.
Other potential map. Floor 2. We still need that.
One.
Now the house is gonna attack us and we're all gonna die.
2.
No, we are going to rid this house of all its trapped souls and send them to the beyond where they belong. That's what we're going to do.
Flashbacks.
Oh, yay.
Hold on. All right. Oh, why is he even?
Yeah, you got the other NPCs in the tracker still killing.
Earthsmith shouldn't even have been there. Arthur.
Erasmus, is he here to eat some teacups?
All right. 3 swarms of maggots rise up out of the dirt, the hole that the wood was falling in that he smashed with a hammer, and start swarming onto everyone. Devine, you react first.
Are they big maggots or are they small maggots?
They're a swarm of maggots.
So, like, could I smack them off of me, or like, how do I roll for that? I guess is what I'm asking.
You would just attack.
With what though?
If you want to attack with your dagger, you can. You can start cutting the swarm. It's such a mass of swarm that cutting into it, you're going to kill off some of the maggots and disperse the swarm.
Okay. So I'm just gonna double wield my daggers. I have 2, right?
No. Ow, ow.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna like stab myself, but who's rolling? Oh,
Me, I forgot to roll my initiative.
gotcha.
Fireworks.
You need target.
Oh, sorry. I got a cat in my way and I missed thought and didn't do my thing. All
It's
right.
okay.
Do you want me to re-roll then, or?
I just need to know which one you're targeting it, and I will drag it.
I mean, I'm nowhere near them, so I don't really.
You're pretty much right on top of them. You're not far from them at all.
How come I can't? I'm trying to control click and it won't target it.
No, you're targeted. In the combat tracker, it says you have targeted Swarm of Maggots 13, and you have now targeted Swarm of Maggots 26.
Okay, so I'm doing Swarm of Maggots 26. Sorry. Now I see that it's. Oh, okay.
Yep, and you have missed. So go ahead and pass your turn.
There it is. Okay. Wait. All right, there we go.
Okay, Ash.
That was great.
Blah. Okay, there and.
Wait, hang on a second. Don't I get like both? Don't I have 2 daggers? I can go first hand and offhand.
You had said at the beginning of the game that your 2-handed was short sword dagger. You've been walking here. I let you pull a dagger and swing because it's not. We're really prepared to fight.
Gotcha. Yeah, fair enough. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing something.
Yep. All right, Ash, you back off and
Firebolt. That how do I?
All right, so under your actions tab,
Yeah.
you click the magnifying glass and you'll notice it says cast.
Aha.
Oh.
Well then, never mind.
Wait. Do you have inspiration?
Yes, you currently have inspiration. You could re-roll that attack.
Nah.
All right. Well, you were targeting this one here and you fumbled. So I want you to untarget the one that you had, target Golden Moon, and roll your damage.
Okay, how do I untarget and then retarget? I don't know how I did that. Okay, control click. Got it.
Yep.
The one that I. Oh gosh.
Whoa. You cannot move like that in the middle of combat, dude.
I was not trying to.
No, Golden Moon moved.
No, I did that.
Oh, you can move other tokens?
Yeah, you can move any token you want.
Oh.
That's weird. I did not know that.
I'm trying to figure out how to untarget this stupid thing. All right, I'll just do that.
Looking at the combat tracker, you have already untargeted it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you
And
got
now
it targeted.
And now you're targeting. It won't.
Why am I? You got to roll to hit me first, right? I mean,
No.
if you're going to do this double, well, so wait a minute. So not only did he get pwned for rolling a 1, right? So because of that, then I take automatic damage from it because he rolled a 1.
He was
that's the house rule.
I'm attempting to explain this if you will let me. I drew the arrow to show the line of sight that he was attacking. He was casting his spell through your square. He fumbled and hit you. You made your concentration save. You took 2 points of damage from his firebolt.
Okay, so but I'm just asking though from the house rule now is that if any ranged combat through an occupied square, if you roll a 1 and miss, then that person takes the automatic damage. You don't have to roll to hit them. They automatically take the damage. That's what we're setting. I'm just curious.
That's what we've always done.
Okay.
That's actually what happened in Josh's game when you shot a firebolt through the door and hit me. So.
My bad.
All right, and end your turn. On the combat tracker, that's the little down arrow that says next actor.
I don't even see that.
It's just the down arrow. It doesn't say anything. It says turn complete when you hover over it. It's on the bottom left.
I don't
First,
have.
No, the combat tracker is the crossed swords at the top of your sidebar.
Oh, okay. I did not have that open.
Gotcha. Swarm of Maggots 13. It is going after the dude trying to get in the hole.
Oh, hell, that's not right.
And misses. Swarm of Maggots 26 is going after Everick. So, Everick, these maggots, they swarm onto you. They're basically covering your body, and they're into your eyes. So you are blinded because you failed the save, and you take no damage yet. And Swarm of Maggots 8. That is this one that's hard to get to. Art, you are the closest. They are going to try to swarm you. Gold Moon, you are up.
By the light, be gone, foul beasts.
Where'd you land?
All right, so that was Swarm of Maggots 8. Yeah. All right, so you say by the light, and you just give this brutal smash on this mound of maggots, And they start scurrying back into the ground. Everett.
So I can't really see anything, but I just kind of reach out and say, by the power of true silver, away from me. So I don't know how to target one of them is my problem, but I can't see it. Disregard. Damn it! You got to see it. I just kind of drop to my knees and I'm wiping my eyes, trying to be able to see.
All right, roll me a con save. No,
that's a shit. Need a save.
They're still all over you.
Okay.
Soka.
Okay, I'm gonna try to jab at this pile of them here in front of me. Just start mashing maggots.
All right.
And bonus action, I'm just gonna start stomping on them too.
All right, roll your unarmed.
Fast little buggers.
Kush. Yep. Again, with a mighty blow, the swarm is disrupted. You only have to worry about the swarm that is completely engulfed Everett.
That doesn't sound right.
Sorry. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound right. Is there an actual way that I can just swing on these things with a hammer without hurting him?
So you're going to swing your hammer and you're going to hit the mound. The mound resists a certain portion of damage. The amount they resist is then transferred to who they are covering.
Okay, so there's just no big mass that I can hit that's not...
Oh, it's a big mass because they are completely covering him, but you will do a small amount of damage to him.
Oh,
Set him on fire.
Sorry, buddy.
Set him on fire with your candle. Fire, fire.
Swing.
Sorry for what?
Dink.
Yeah, basically.
I don't even see your roll yet.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Take it a second.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you rolled already.
Ugh.
Give me 1 second to look at the difference. Okay.
And can I make a quick medicine check to find the best way to get these off of? Just fucking shoo them off of him.
Yeah, I'll let you roll a medicine check as a bonus action.
I gotta have some better way of getting those damn things off of him. Oh,
That ought to do it.
I should have thought of this at the first.
Water or oil, some sort of liquid. If there's a way you could pour a liquid on him or an oil of some kind, the maggots would not be able to keep hold on him unless they bite into him and would start to wash off of him a lot easier.
Yeah, could use that grease spell right now.
We're stuck, aren't we?
Grayson, give him a bath. Douse him. That's all I got.
That ends
My
your
turn.
turn. Go ahead and pass.
Yep. Didn't think about fireballs, maybe.
Top of the bill, Davine.
Yeah. So now there's no swarm left, right?
There is a swarm covering.
Yes, but there's no like actual swarm not on somebody, right?
Correct.
Trying to think. I need a second.
Okay. While you're thinking about it, Everett, roll me a fear save.
That's the lowest of the
Yep.
two.
I told y'all.
Sorry, do you want those dragged to the tower?
You know, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I had started off saying yes, but you know what? It just, with everything that everyone's trying to keep track of, just go ahead and roll in the open.
It's just you can just click it, so it's just easier.
It's easier for everyone that way, and I want to make it easier on you guys.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and like swing at him but I am gonna I'm gonna smack the maggots away from him. 'Cause, like, I wouldn't know about the water thing, right? Like I wouldn't realize that pouring water on him would make the maggots wash away.
I just yelled that out.
Did
kinda, at the end of my turn.
Oh, all right. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't cheating. All right, so I get my water skin out and I pour it over him. Do you want me to roll something for that?
No, just deplete one of your water skins, and they are going to have a save that they have to roll.
Yeah.
What the heck? What now?
I'm out of water, guys. Somebody better share.
And in case you need it in the future, you now have unarmed strike on your sheet.
Who are you talking to?
You.
I have unarmed strike. What?
Yeah, if you wanted to attack something with your bare hands.
Oh.
Okay, you are no longer blinded as she squirts her water skin in your face, and the mask slide away so you can see.
Thanks.
Go ahead and pass your
I don't know
turn.
who did it, but thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta. My turn is over, right?
Yep. Ash, are you back? No, Ash is AFK right now, so we will go back to them at the end of the round. All right, the maggots are going to try and get some biting in. That water was very effective. Man, you got lucky. Gold Moon, you're up. Once the infestation spell effect sound finally stops.
Holding them? Do they still show?
Golden Moon swings his warhammer at the remaining maggots.
And as a bonus action, wait a minute, let me double check your rules here. Is it?
Right top trigger thingy or whatever, so that you.
No, never mind. Let me double check. Yep, no. I was going to use a bonus action to shove him out of the pile of maggots. To get him farther away from them.
It's less that he's in a pile and more of they're covering him. There are a few starting to pile at his feet from her water.
The storm's coming.
All right. Well, I'm out of turns there. I'm going to pass my turn.
Everick.
True Silver, take these away and show them the light. If I can find this thing. There you go. If that's the right way. I never know. Is the success my success or their success?
No, it's their success.
It's
their success. Yep.
What were you casting?
Word of Radiance.
Gotcha. Yeah, they succeeded on the save.
Okay. I know I ask this every time we start a campaign. I just can never remember it. Dang it. These maggots. My bane.
Okay, Bo. Is there any way that I would be able to jump to the other? Well, I mean, can I even reach him from where I'm at, or would I be able to reach him if I get on the other side of Everett?
You could go on the other. They are taking up the same square as Everett because they have swarmed on him. The only reason it's off to the side is so you can actually target them. But any square around Everett, you can target them.
10, 15. Okay, I got plenty of movement. Yeah. All right, yeah.
I guess that's what I get for just smashing the porch.
And I'm going to try to do my best to hit the maggots and not hurt Everett.
All right.
I don't like the way you said all right.
Target the maggots and roll your strikes.
And I guess I'm going to stomp some. Yeah. Or just slap the shit out of Everett one. Okay, what the crumble?
Kush, if you don't mind, we're going to pause because Ash is back and they actually went before you. So Ash, go ahead and take your turn.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
There's just the one swarm left.
The only maggots that are left are covering Everick, and you watched the Warforged yell, "Pour something on them, water, oil, what do you have?" And Devine poured some water, emptied a water skin into his face and washed some of the maggots out of his eyes. So you know it works.
Okay. Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, that hurt, guys.
I don't want to throw a firebolt at him.
Please don't. It's not good.
Yeah. No, I don't have anything that'll hurt them and won't hurt him.
Do you have a water skin?
Yes.
You saw it was effective when Devine did it.
Yeah, but there's a really big crowd around him. Like, there's actually nowhere for me to stand.
Yeah, you wouldn't have the movement to get there.
Yep. Yep, I do nothing useful at all.
Okay, Kush. So the maggots drop off of him as you do your damage to the maggot pile. It is still a swarm at his feet. But Everick, as you pull your axe away, you realize it's covered with lots of red blood as Everick hits the ground at 0.
At least they weren't earwigs.
Yeah, and you killed a party member. Good for you.
Medic!
It was a
Exactly.
dirt comment.
I hope he wasn't one of our healers.
Art, it's your turn. You can attack the maggot swarm without damaging Everick.
No, I'm sorry, I was muted. I can attack them, but without damaging him.
Yes.
Or I can cure wounds on him. Yeah, well, that would bring him up directly back in the pile. So
You could pull him out of the pile.
Or you could just swing on the maggots and hopefully finish them off because they're no longer going to hurt him when you swing on them.
I like that idea. I'm going to cast Firebolt on the maggots. Not a critical miss.
That's true. So if that ends your turn, pass it.
Yeah, you know what? I think that actually might. There are too many damn screens.
Davine.
Can I pull him out of the swarm?
Rolling athletics.
Should have just swung with a hammer.
Whoa, why am I way over there? Okay.
You pulled him back 10 feet, so he was nice and far away from the swarm.
So they're not on him?
Correct.
All right.
But
And
that is your action.
Yep.
Ash.
Okay. Now I might be able to. Okay, that's 25. I'll hop over to here. And then I will. Why does it say that I'm targeting Gold Moon?
Because you were here, I'll fix that for you.
When you shot me earlier.
Yeah, but how do I untarget you? That was
Still
my question.
control click, but I can do it on here faster a lot of the times.
All right, well, cool. Bloop. Bloop.
And that actually seemed to do exceptional damage to them.
Yeah, when we hit with the fire.
Yep.
Fire!
And if that's it, pass your turn. All right, they got hit with fire, so they are actually trying to squirm the fuck away. And they're going to get about here and take an attack on Soka on their way through.
Does everybody that's around them get attack of opportunity because they left our threat range?
Yes.
Might not be needed.
Need a whetstone for that thing, man.
See, what you need to
There
do
we
is
go,
instead of
let's-
slicing with the great axe, you need to whack them with the flat of it.
Clearly.
Yeah.
The squishy isn't working so well either.
Yeah, slashing or bludgeoning isn't working too well. Yeah, that's what I thought too, but they're resistant to that also. Bastards.
All right, everyone got their attack of opportunity in, and they missed Sota. Gold Moon. And the sacred flame burns them brightly.
Yes. Feel the wrath of my religious might.
Wait, what? I'm that close and you use the fire? Stop that!
You needed your fur needed a little trimming there, buddy. You're all right.
My fur is absolutely fine without you helping it.
Everett, roll me a death save.
Ta-ta!
Nice.
Kaboom. Sota.
And if ever there was a good time for a 20.
Yes. Yeah, I figured it's your death, so you should get to roll it. Yep. Kush.
You try not killing anyone.
Get you some.
You did.
No.
Art.
Art. Is it possible to sneak in right next to him and take swing?
Yep. I'll give it to you.
I won't throw a line of fire into you guys.
They tend to be like that.
Hmm. And it is dying.
Squishy. 2 more swings with a hammer. Make sure they're all good and done.
There is nothing of interest to loot, but you know that maggots have the potential to be used for. You could potentially harvest these dead maggots if anyone is interested in.
What
Do I
toenails?
have anything to put them in?
Are the maggots dead or are they just dying?
They're dead.
Oh, okay. So we're out of combat now.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can use them for pineapple fried rice, things like that. Put them in your vial.
Can I use medicine to stabilize?
No, I got no vials.
Yeah, let me get one more death save from you, Everick, because they're like thinking about harvesting these maggots. Somebody's molding the thing open, and Pam, roll your medicine. I believe it's medicine, right?
I have to target air. Why won't this let me target him?
I am burying the maggots.
What?
You don't need to target him. Just roll a medicine.
All right. Oh, I hope I can stabilize you, buddy. Why? Okay, my screen is being stupid. Sorry. Probably not.
Nope.
Hey, somebody
popped
stick
up.
heal him.
He did roll a natural 20. He got 1 hit point
Yeah, I
back.
was gonna say I got one back.
Up.
So I'm
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. My apologies. That's a 5e thing that I hadn't realized.
Right.
Okay, so after your
Natural 1 is 2 fails unless it's your last death save.
Gotcha. So as you're doing your medicine check, you realize he's lying there. He's conscious. He's awake. He was just kind of stunned from the entire experience.
Oh, okay. But I still do say, hey, guys, we need to, like, he needs help. He's not well.
Did you guys see that? That's all he says.
Yeah, man. I tried to tell him not to swing at him.
Ash,
I feel
you are
good and blessed and whole.
I just quietly stand up, take the maggots free from my weaponry, bow my head in prayer, place a hand over Everick, mumble some words to Paladine to give me the strength that this body needs to be reconstituted for the trials ahead. Release the magic into him. Kind of look around. Now, was there a hole in the ground we were going to go look at?
Yeah. And Ash actually used Earth Meld to open it up while you guys were healing him. I am going to drag it into the party sheet. You find a battle axe.
This battle axe is
Ooh.
very majestic looking.
It's kind of nice. If you guys don't mind.
Excessively salivating
Demonic toads.
Wait, what?
This battle axe is embossed with excessively salivating demonic toads.
Oh, please let me look at. Okay.
No.
All right.
No, you're not.
Between Ash, Art, and Kut, roll initiative. Whoever gets highest is the first one to grab this axe.
Shit, not somebody I need to kill. My bad.
I won't grab it. I know better. But I will. Oh, please let me test it.
No, you would reach out and grab it. Come on, who you kidding? You saw something shiny. Don't lie.
Yeah, because you were saying you wanted it. He was reaching for it. Go ahead and just give me an initiative roll.
Who's the third person reaching for it?
All right, so yeah, Josh, or excuse me, Kush, you reach down and you grab the axe, and you are a bit enamored with it. And again, I had set the axe to be unidentified, but it still gave you all the information on it. So we're gonna have to talk later. Ladies and gentlemen, is what's that? No.
If you guys give me like 10, 20 minutes, I can sit down, detect magic, and identify it. I mean, that's fine.
We have reached a point where it is midnight. And though I would love to keep going, I can see my wife yawning, and know that Golden Moon has things he has to go and do in 45 minutes. So we're going to call it here at the point where Kush has picked up this axe. Now, something to keep in mind for next time, because you're already talking about identifying things. Check the spell component on identify. You need a pearl worth 100 gold pieces. If that's not on your character sheet, you ain't doing it.
Understood.
All right. So, for all of you who watched the zany misadventures of the Scooby Gang in Ravenloft, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of House of Lament. What I thought should take about 2 sessions to complete will probably take about 6 at this pace. And I hope you all enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed running it. And these fools look like they enjoyed playing it.
Especially when somebody doesn't know it dies out of a second story window.